I'm Mark Anthony Davis, and today on this first video on my second channel, I think no better way to start things off is by Nuzlocke. But not any type of Nuzlocke, of course. You know me, I have to do things a little differently. And some people might have new different rules or these different stipulations, but not me. As you may know in the past, I've failed many a Nuzlocke, so I don't feel comfortable adding new rules, but I do feel comfortable to some extent playing this version of Pokemon Crystal. Yes, this is a little ROM hack I made back in high school a couple of years ago called Pokemon Crystal X. So basically all I did was make the game a little bit harder. I shouldn't say a little bit. By the end, it gets pretty balls to the wall hard, but hopefully by then we'll have a nice, decent team going. But without further ado, let's get Pokemon Crystal X going. I'll explain more what the game's about as we go on. I am a boy. I should have picked girl. I kind of like the girl's design in this game, but at the time, I don't know. I think when you're playing a ROM, it connects itself to the internal computer's clock. What I've been noticing though is that for some reason, sometimes when I open up the ROM, the time isn't set anymore. Like time doesn't matter, and it's just permanent daytime. I have to go in, fix the clock. But in terms of the differences and counters between morning, day, and night, I can't control. Technically I can't control it because I can hack into the game and change it all, but in terms of like me really trying to get certain Pokemon at certain times of day, I'm not really gonna worry about that. What am I name my guy? You know what? I think I'm going to name him Julius. Because combination of this playthrough and some other stuff I have going on with this Nuzlocke, I hope to set this channel up for even better days, if you catch my drift. The same way Julius Caesar set his adopted son up to be one of the greatest leaders in history, you know? I don't know. I couldn't think of a name. I just have Julius Caesar on my mind because I've been studying him lately, but hopefully we don't have a downfall like him. Hopefully it's just smooth times ahead. There's no item in the PC. That's normal, custom to Gen 2 games. And you know, I think honestly, between you and me, we've done all this before. We played the game. You watched a bunch of playthroughs of this probably already. I'm just gonna kind of show off what's unique to this game and this experience. So I think I'm gonna cut out some stuff that I feel like, oh, it's not Sunday. Oh, actually, it is Sunday. Now I think about it. It is not daylight saving time. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I'll see you when we get some more vital things, I suppose. Jesus Christ. No volcano bake meat. Alright, so of course we have this part of the game where we have to be explained. Or should I say, we have to be given a mission. And that's the only reason why we're going to get a Pokemon. Why can't I just get a Pokemon before? I don't know. Well, no, he's just giving us a Pokemon he recently caught, and then he puts us on a mission. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm kind of forgetting the story of this game. It's been a while since I played this game personally, but I felt like, you know, I want to get back into Nuzlocking. I have that thirst once again, so why not do this one? Because I wanted to make a Pokemon Red and Blue hard mode, but the tools out there were just not. I didn't find any tools to really up the game. I'll have to actually learn how to code a Game Boy game, and fuck that, you know. Anyways, let's talk about these starters. It's your normal basic 3, Totodile, Whatchamadinky, and the grass one. Honestly, most of the time I go with the water one. I go with Totodile in this game because there's not that many water types to really choose from, you know, early on in the game. And the same, even though I did edit the encounter rates and what Pokemon show up where, that still is true in this ROM hack. So once again, I'll go with Totodile. And what should I name Totodile? I'll think, to keep it going with that late Roman Republic history, I named him Labienus. So of course we're gonna make it the Cherrygrove, and yeah, pretty basic stuff. So without, oh, I got his number. I don't think I've ever used that in this game. That machine to heal. You don't need it because you don't really ever come back here for any reason besides to get money, I guess, towards the end of the game. And I receive potion. If I remember correctly, this should be, what is this? Oh, it's just one potion. For some reason I thought it was 5. Maybe when we come back later, because the Pokeball. I think he said he gave us Pokeball, but he really gives us 5. Anyways, this is our first round encounter Pokemon. Of course, we cannot capture because we don't have any Pokeballs. So, I mean, I would use this time to kind of grind. It's not getting any encounters. I'm not really gonna. Oh, there we are. As we go, we just look at what we're gonna get here. Centric, basic stuff, and I think I'm gonna skip most of these because obviously you don't need to see me do this early game stuff. You might not find it particularly interesting. And right now I'm kind of keeping my powder dry in terms of like loading you information, because you know, in a little bit, like in a month or so, we'll be doing that very comprehensive Pokemon Gold and Silver walkthrough, and I don't want to give out all my information about that. And obviously, like 75% of the info, if not more, does cross over obviously the Pokemon Crystal. So I'm kind of using this as like a general Johto run, even though I'm playing through Gold and Silver on my own time to kind of get prepared for that walkthrough. But anyways, that'll be on the main channel, not here. Ekans, you normally don't find Ekans on this route, so this is the first example of finding Pokemon outside the natural, quote-unquote natural, normal game habitat. I did this quite a bit, so on this route, I don't know what other ones, but there's plenty of examples in these early routes where there's a lot more Pokemon variation to kind of help you through the game in this early part. So even if you're not playing as a Nuzlocke as myself, and I recommend that you probably should not. I'm getting hurt by a rap here. Let's scratch take it out though. And there we go. Level 6, nice. So just like in the regular Pokemon Crystal, even more so, I believe, you should probably get, before, like when you finish this little side quest and you come back to Cherrygrove the second time, like you're coming down from the north, you should have your starter level 9 or 10, but we'll talk about a little bit about that later. It's Route 46. I just want to tell you one thing. Don't come here once you have Pokeballs. If you're doing Nuzlocke, I'm not gonna come here until I have a whole bunch of Pokeballs, because there are 2 Pokemon on that route. One that I put there, that's a new one, and one that's in the normal base game. 2 that I feel like are pretty damn valuable if you can get them, and I'm gonna try to get one of them. Anyways, we're gonna get a tour around town. I'm just doing this to get the town map, so see you in a bit. So there we go, get the map card. It just makes, I just like having a map. It's not necessary at all, because you don't have to talk to them. But before we go off, there's not much else in this town that we necessarily need to do or really want to do. I don't think there's any items we can get right now from any of the townsfolk. We can go to the mart to the left center and buy some potions and some antidotes, but I think 1 potion is enough. I know I shouldn't be acting that confident, but how much money do I have? I just really want money to buy more balls, and yeah, so I'm trying to save as much money as possible. And Ladybug is normally, I don't think you can find during the day in normal Crystal. I might be wrong about that. I think I'm gonna put the encounters on the screen, maybe flash them up. Just what Pokemon you can find here, and maybe the percentages. Because I don't remember if I even had that information to know the percentages. But I'll give you, just tell you what Pokemon are here, and really what you could look for if you really want to go for some stuff. But I tried to make the encounter rates for any Pokemon on the route fairly equal. So let's say there is a Scyther on this route. I'm not saying there is. I pretty confidently say that there isn't a Scyther on this route. But let's say I did put it on. I would put it around, at least try to put it comparable into a fairly common Pokemon, because it's really annoying when it's taking you, like there's Pokemon that are like 2% or 5%, and it's taking you dozens and dozens and dozens of encounters to try to find it. And then, you have the battle and then you fuck it up or whatever, and then you have to do it all over again. So to make it a little bit easier on you, it's more about just finding the route with the Pokemon that you want on it, rather than spending much time on that route trying to find a particular Pokemon to fit your team. I feel like my way is kind of better. It makes it, since I shuffled a lot of Pokemon around, it makes it, you probably adventure a little bit more, maybe. I don't know. It certainly makes the game more interesting, more varied, I feel. That Spearow was a real bastard. Sorry, sometimes, whenever I record, it's like I become the most inarticulate version of who I am. It's hard to talk and play games at the same time. Since we're level 7 now, we're in pretty good shape, but again, I want to get to level 9 before we make our full trip back to New Barktown. Because, honestly, there's going to be that big rival battle coming up. And I always make sure I'm 8 or 9. Most people just say, if you have a total dial, make sure you have Rage, which I just got level 7. But I don't think that's enough to really secure yourself in a Nuzlocke scenario. So, definitely grind up a little bit, as I'm going to continue to do here. So in this playthrough, I won't really be keeping up with the EVs. I mean, most people, the vast majority of people in any playthrough of the single player game, single player Pokemon adventure, not keeping track of their EVs. They maybe to some extent they might use a vitamin here and there, but for the most part, it's kind of laissez-faire. Just level your Pokemon up and you're probably gonna be fine. In this, won't be either, but in the Pokemon Gold and Silver walkthrough I'll be paying very close attention and keeping track of every EV my Pokemon earns. But here, I feel like just by the situation, by the circumstance, I cannot really worry about that. It's just about raw numbers, raw leveling up, and that's really how you're gonna advance the game. And of course, having a balanced team and a lot of healing items as well. Because, I mean, in the Pokemon Crystal, just a regular Pokemon Crystal, Nuzlocke like I did with Sam all those years back, we were doing pretty well, I would say. And I stopped paying attention because I don't know, I got tired or I got bored, and I really kept speeding through the game and not really keeping track and not taking care of my Pokemon. That shouldn't be much of a problem here, because I am paying fairly attention to the game, and that's coming at the cost of my commentary, flubbing a lot of words, not speaking consistently. But I'm really gonna make an effort to really pay attention and prepare, really, because in my normal Pokemon playing experiences, I never heal. I never use healing items. It feels honestly like I'm just cheating, because the game is kind of easy by itself, or at least the way I play it. I play like a team of 3 or 4 Pokemon normally throughout most of my life. So those 3 or 4 Pokemon are going to end up being very high leveled, because the game is not really designed around having that little amount of Pokemon for the experience to be divided up between. Which is going to be the exact opposite here. I'm going to have a very large team, most likely. Like I did in Crystal, I had an overflowing box of Pokemon. that since I couldn't divide, there's not EXP to give all of them decent levels, I kind of got, once the big guy goes down and the backup goes down, it's more and more feints, more and more losses. So you gotta really keep the team condensed. So I'm level 8 here. I'm doing pretty good. I probably could beat the rival now. Oops. But I'm going to do a couple more battles. I think I need 2 more battles to level 9. And then I'll be fine. And there we go, we're level 9. And let's look at those stats. Oh, come on. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at those stats. I have to say that I've been getting a lot of attack EVs from the Spearows, but I think all those bug Pokemon give out like defense and special defense EVs. So I guess honestly we really can't tell because they're so low leveled, but those are not the best EVs for a Totodile to get because, main attacking move later on is just going to be Surf, which just don't benefit, from those EVs. But before we leave Cherrygrove, oh fuck, I didn't heal. Oh shit. Damn it. I have a potion, but really wouldn't want to waste a turn on that. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I am 4 levels stronger than the rival. And Chikorita is not that tough right now. Oh, okay, only 5 HP. So honestly, when you're this over leveled, Rage Scratch I think will do more damage than Rage for the first 2 turns at least, and it's no guarantee that Chikorita will necessarily use an attacking mode. You see there. So Chikorita will, try to lower your attack or use tackle. Obviously, it's the only 2 moves it has. It's unlike, modern Pokemon games where the starter starts out with a super effective, with a stab move, I should say. And just like that, Chikorita's down. And you could have said, well, you could have easily, the battle would have been similarly easy when you're level 8. But crits happen, numbers, every point of HP matters. My name is, I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Well, back to New Bark we go. I think we got some details to share. Alright, what's going on, folks? I heard a Pokemon was stolen here. I was just getting some information from Professor Elm. Yes, young male with long red hair. Yes, I did happen to get his name. I believe he went by the name of Pompey. So Pompey was his name. Thanks for helping the investigation. Hey, how's it going, man? This is terrible. Oh yes, what was the Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? Oh yes, this mystery egg. So obviously we know the mystery egg is going to be turning into a Togepi later on, but Togepi, and then when he evolves to Togetic, I don't think it's going to be that useful to my team. Even in the base Pokemon Crystal, I don't think it really does a good job separating itself from the pack in terms of in battle Pokemon. In this generation, maybe later on, it might become a lot more useful. But yeah, I won't be using it. Just to say that. And guy talks to us once again. Yeah, he says receive Pokeball, but in reality, we get 5. So, before we leave New Bark Town, we want to do 2 things. We want to heal. Actually, I never, like I said, I never do this, but I was just thinking, might as well do it now. We're gonna need it definitely, because like for so long I was under the impression like it's kind of odd that your mother doesn't heal you in this game. Like there's no way to heal yourself in the first time, but no, you just go there. I always forgot that. Anyways, let's talk to our mom before we leave. Wow, that's a cute Pokemon. Where'd you get it? So you're leaving on an adventure? Oh, okay. I'll help you too. What can I do for you? I know. I'll save money for you. On a long journey, money's important. Do you want me to save your money? Of course. So, honestly, I never really looked into the money thing. Like, if she's saving it, like, there's really no point of her saving it, really, because if you don't get, all she's gonna do is, like, buy items with it. Sometimes she buys, like, some exclusive items that she can only get, which is important, but it's not gonna be important for me and how I'm playing this game. So I don't know if there's really any benefit to stashing money there besides, you know, later in the game when I come back and make the full trip, as we can see here. Anyways, as you're gonna see here, when I make this full trip around, how do I do this? I can't move the thing on the map. Oh, that's frustrating. Anyways, so yeah, when I make my full way back around, I'll finally be able to see how much money I earned separate from that. But there's no interest. It's kind of like a net loss, honestly, because you don't spend it on stuff. But anyways, that's been enough for the first part of my Pokemon Crystal X Nuzlocke. And on the next part, we are going to go on a little bit of a catching spree, because we need to fill out our team very quickly. So, thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.